Hey everybody, Miss Julie Janae here. It is Monday, April the 7th, 2014, obviously 2014. Anyways, I am here because I said I would make a video before Tuesday, and I have not done it yet, even though tomorrow's Tuesday. So here I am, trying to live up to my word, trying to do better with doing these videos on a regular basis. So, first of all, apologies for the appearance. My hair is still kind of dampish from showering after the gym this morning. Anyways, so what I wanted to talk about today, obviously I'm not going to talk about weigh-in because weigh-in is tomorrow, so I don't even know where I'm at because I'm not stepping on the scale until tomorrow morning, and then I'll make a video again and let you know. But today what I wanted to talk about kind of was like meal plan idea for this week, basically. A lot of you said that you would probably be interested in knowing what I eat. So what works for me, and I am not the same as everybody else, obviously, and you might think that this is really boring and monotonous and the same, but me, I am a creature because of the way that my life is with kids and with school and having all these things that I have to do. My life has to be very structured. Therefore, I am a creature of routine. I respond well to a routine. If I have a routine that I can stick to, then I'm happy, basically. So, what I've done for this week, I went out and bought a few of my favorite vegetables that I really like to stir fry with, and I'm having the same lunch every day, basically. I know, that sounds kind of gross and, monotonous, but to me, it's fine. I'm fine with it. I don't need to have crazy variety. I'm good. So here's what I do, just so I let you know. I get up in the morning, and most of the time, I'm not a big breakfast person. It's hard for me to eat anything for breakfast. So what I choose to have for my breakfast with my coffee is a Greek yogurt. This is Dannon Oikos fruit on the bottom. Greek non-fat yogurt. There is about 130 calories for this one tub, and it has 12 grams of protein in it. I don't really have a preference for this kind. If any of you are wondering, we have a Sam's Club membership, and they had a really great deal for these in a big container of them that would last me for a few weeks, so I got them. I don't really have a preference to any Greek yogurt, by the way. I kind of am okay with all of them that I've tried so far. So anyways, this is what I like to have as my breakfast with my coffee, and then I head to the gym with my little one after we drop off my oldest at school for the morning. And then when we come home for lunch, what I prefer to do for lunch is to have my big meal then. My big meal of the day. So what I do is I take an entire yellow squash and an entire zucchini and like a quarter size of an onion and about 6 stalks of asparagus, and I chop all that up basically. I wish I could show you, but I actually just finished eating it, so my bad. So I chop all that up. And then I also cook quinoa. And what I choose to do with my quinoa is I use a low sodium chicken broth. I do 1 cup of the chicken broth with 1 cup of water. So there's 2 cups. You boil your quinoa in there, and it takes a few, 12 minutes, 15 minutes or whatever. There's instructions on the back of the bag of quinoa if you're ever curious. And quinoa is very good for you, and it is a very good source of protein. I guess it's kind of like a bean, or a legume, I think. I'm not really sure, but I know it's good for you. So I prefer to have that, and I find when I cook it in the low sodium chicken broth, it's better tasting than if I were to just cook it in water. It gives it a little bit of like a chicken kind of flavor. I guess if you prefer, you could use beef broth or anything like that, but I just prefer the chicken broth. So I saute my veggies in a little bit of olive oil, add a little bit of garlic and some pepper, and then I do only half a cup of the quinoa, and then that entire pot that I have of all those vegetables, there's a lot there. I mix it all together with the quinoa, with a half a cup of quinoa, and that is my lunch. It may not seem like a lot. Yes, it is mostly vegetables, but I do have some good protein in there. Also have some good fats in there. Sometimes I will add avocado if I have it Today I didn't have avocado, so I just added a little bit of real butter. That's what I prefer. That's a good fat in there. So I did that. It also gives it a buttery kind of flavor a little bit. So that's my big lunch. That's what I prefer. Then, after my lunch, maybe a couple hours later, it's still not quite dinner time yet, but you know, you kind of feel snacky. I prefer to have this. It is a Nature Valley Crunchy Bar, oats and honey. This is my favorite one. These are my favorite ones. There's actually 2 bars in there. I do eat both of them for my snack. It's got 190 calories in it. So that's what I choose to do, is like my snack before dinner. Then for dinner, because I just don't want to eat anything huge that's going to be weighing heavy on my stomach, because I go to work out again in the evening after dinner, I prefer to just have one of my protein shakes. And what I choose to use most of the time is this stuff. Total Soy Meal Replacement Powder. Now I know that there's a lot of stuff out there. People are against soy. That's fine. I don't have a ton of soy. It's not a main staple of my diet, but I do enjoy this stuff. It's a really good vanilla flavor. It's not gritty. Again, I get a great deal on it at Sam's Club. So I have this. 2 scoops of this is 140 calories. I use a little bit of almond milk, and then I use some frozen bananas and frozen strawberries. So it's a strawberry banana smoothie, basically. And that's my dinner. And there's a ton of protein in this. Well, this, again, for the 2 scoops is 13 grams. So I prefer to have that as my dinner. And then when I get back from the gym, I might be feeling a little hungry or a little snackish. So then sometimes, not always, but sometimes I will have one of these. It is a Cliff Bar. The chocolate chip is my favorite flavor. I am also okay with the peanut butter crunch one. Absolutely hate the white chocolate macadamia. Blech. But I'll have one of these if I want it. And also, I drink a lot of water. I do use water flavoring. I don't prefer to use Crystal Light. It has a lot of chemicals and stuff in it. However, as I am on a budget, there was, again, a great deal at Sam's Club for this big container of the Crystal Light packets that I can put in with my water. I'm not good yet with just drinking plain old water, so I kind of like to flavor it up a bit. So I do 2 of these a day. This is a little bit more, a few ounces more than a half gallon in here. So 2 of these is definitely a gallon of water a day. It's actually over. So that's what I shoot for. That's what I do. So that's basically my diet plan this week. Next week, what I'll do, in order to not be stuck in the same foods, next week I'll switch it up a bit, and for my big meal for lunch, I won't do the quinoa and the vegetables. Maybe I'll switch to doing salads with chicken and, you know, all this stuff mixed in them and everything. So I might do that. And then the week after that, I'll change it again. So it gives me a bit of change up. Also, these snacks throughout the day and stuff, even my breakfast, I switch it out. Sometimes I don't feel like a yogurt. Maybe I feel like having something else like an oatmeal. Or maybe I feel like, having a couple eggs with some sliced up avocado, boiled eggs and avocado, I change it up, but I do prefer to mainly stick with these same items. So that's it for now. Sorry this was so lengthy. I thought I would kind of give you guys a little bit of a peek into my food world that I prefer to have. I will see you all tomorrow for my weigh-in video for the first week of April. We'll see where we're at. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.